Whoa! On a day with the right moon. So if I want to increase my hook ratio, very interesting strike. Oh, another one, another one. Oh yeah. Another grouper. Two predators on the same reef, 0.1 miles per hour. Whoa, 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 whoa. On the shallows, hunting that attacked me was bigger. Barracuda! We have something to discuss now. Come out. This looks delicious. Oh yeah. Today is a day that will rock my world, though I have no idea yet. I know you're used to seeing me fish in rough seas, but today the water is calm, almost like a lake. Not exactly my favorite. So why am I out fishing? Because the full moon days of this month are very productive for this area, and I'm right in the middle of it. If I play my cards right, I might land some impressive fish. Throughout this video, I'll keep you company, narrating each moment, explaining my thoughts and justifying my decisions. Hopefully, I can pass on some insights that might be useful in your own fishing adventures. So join me and don't miss a minute. This video is about to turn into a fishing war zone. Hello! Another day on the water going fishing. Today is going to be a very calm day. Supposed to, maybe with a bit of south later. However, I'm not very motivated from the conditions, but I have to do my best. So I have to find my way through the day if I want to get some fish. I know that things are not going to be easy. Maybe I'll get nothing. It's a very big possibility today, but I'm gonna do my best. Let's start and let's see what we can do. I'm starting at the first spot, now that the currents are beginning to recede. This gives me a solid 3-hour fishing window to target species that dislike strong currents, like snappers, groupers and barracudas. I can't waste any time as the forecast calls for a south wind by late midday, a direction that doesn't work well in this area. On the first spot, nothing happened, and it's a very good spot. I knew, but I won't stop. I will continue. Let's try. After carefully scanning with my sonar, I found a solid school of bogas, a crucial bait fish for predators. As the currents weaken, the school begins to rise higher in the water column. I'll use the electric motor to hold my position 30 meters from the school and cast around. There have to be some predators nearby, even with the sea this calm. Okay. Again, it spitted 2 times. 2 times spitted. And that's how you know that a day is really bad. But it's part of the game. I will keep on hammering, maybe I will get some. Lazy action for lazy fish. On such lazy barracudas, the floating minnows usually perform better. Please observe the long pauses I perform in order to trigger some attacks.
Oh, okay. Oh, whoa, whoa. No, this is not a small one. Yes. So putting the floating one. Ah, it's pitted again. I don't believe.
No, I'm not mad. I'm not mad yet. The bastard! You see? It was a nice fish, a big fish. But no. So the fish are here, but they are not in the mood. But I will get some. I just have to find the way. The moon might be good, but it's still high on the sky. Until it goes down, things will be tricky.
So I can see that the hook ratio is very bad because the fish are lazy. I have two things with my side. One is the low currents, so I have some chances because these lazy fish with strong currents is no fish, zero fish, absolutely. So if I want to increase my hook ratio, I need smaller hooks since they attack so lazy and cautious. So I'm going to use Barra Gang 19 centimeter. This size has smaller hooks, so smaller hook is easier to penetrate. Let's see if this will work.
Often, something as simple as changing the size of the lure is enough to trigger a bite from hesitant fish. Smaller hooks penetrate the fish skin more easily and require much less force to set properly. However, on days like these, you need the reflexes of a rattlesnake to set the hook successfully. This will aid to a more effective hook setting.
On. Very bad hook.
When a barracuda is hooked only on the rear hook and just at the tip of the mouth, it's a clear sign that they are not in the mood for an easy catch.
This is my dinner, so I will keep this fish because it's perfect for one person. But no, it wasn't very severely wounded, so whee! Bye. I will keep another one that will be more wounded and deeply wounded. Of course, in order to use it more appropriately, I'm going to use the offshore plug, the 20 to 60 grams, the M model with a PE 1.5 size, Pen Authority 2500 high gear, so a bit lighter setup, of course, way enough for this fish, and let's see if this will pay.
Lighter gear aids in a more discreet presence in such calm waters and inhibits the cautiousness of the fish. Combined with the smaller hooks, I believe I have solved this puzzle and found a way to make these hard-to-catch barracudas an easy prey.
Okay. On the pose, guys. Yeah, 19 size. No, it's from the eye. Oh shit. It's from the eye, so this is dinner.
I need you to observe that also the second fish is hooked from the rear hook and once more outside of the mouth. This is very common on non-active fish.
For one more time, we cannot have only one set on our boat, and with the boat we don't have excuses, we have room. So if you have two different class rods or three, because like this you can align with the circumstances on each area. I should continue if I wanna have more.
Cautious inactive fish require precise lure animation. Watch my rod and reel movements closely to see how I trigger an attack.
Yes, very technical, and I got it. Absolutely, I got it. Hello, Barra. Hello, barracuda. Barracuda. Barracuda.
Try to mimic this action to your fishing when you encounter cautious inactive fish. Fish attacking on the pose are generally better hooked.
Let's see if you can go. Whee! Cleaning the mucus of the barra needs good rubbing with a sponge, otherwise my hand will be slippery for the rest of the day. It seems that the hook ratio increased, and it's normal, smaller hooks. Awesome!
If active barracudas can become reluctant to attack after a few catches, lazy ones are even tougher. But before I move on, I have one more ace up my sleeve. I'll reposition the boat to increase the distance between myself and the school of baitfish. Then I'll switch to the sinking version of barra jerk to cover the extra range. The different lure direction and increased casting distance might just secure a couple more catches.
Okay. Yes. 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 Oh, very. Come here. Whoop. Oh, it's a baby.
For one more time, the fish hooked from the rear hook and outside of the mouth.
Yes. Let's leave him from here far away. Sometimes everything is in your hands. Lure, of course, should be effective, but everything is here, guys, here and here. Remember that. Don't expect from a lure to do everything by itself. Don't. Better try to understand how fish react and then put the lure afterwards. Never put the lure in front. Because, guys, all lures catch fish and all lures don't catch fish. Remember, guys, very important.
The moon is slowly descending and the currents retain a very slow flow. Soon the moment I've been waiting for will occur. I'll make one last cast for barracudas before moving on. Today's main targets are snappers and groupers, and I have a very solid plan to catch them. But I won't succeed if I spend all day here with the barracudas.
It seems that with a 19 size, every fish I cook, it's on. Yes.
The fact that everything is about to change
Yes.
is evident from the way this barracuda is hooked. What kind of normal person would live just as the barracudas start getting more active? Well, everyone knows that I'm far from normal.
I'm not in the mood to stay all day here and catch barracudas. Besides, they're not big. They are maximum 1.5 kilo. I think I should move and try for something bigger. Let's see. The conditions are not the best, but since I'm here, I have to try. So guys, I'm on this reef. I changed place because barracudas are nice, but I prefer something more quality. And I am on this reef, yes, and the currents are coming like that one more time. So I expect to find some fish from here. I mean groupers. Groupers also don't like strong currents. When the strong currents they are deep in their holes and sleep probably. But when the currents drop, they are out of their holes and looking up around. They are also sometimes 1 meter higher from the hole and they are ready to strike. Snappers, you can find them in currents. They don't like them much, but you can find them. But without currents, they are more happy also. So maybe on the drops of this reef, I might be able to get some groupers or snappers. I will start with a barra jerk. Snappers love it. They come up and hit it, but let's hope there are no barracudas here. If there are, I will have to change lure and find something that is less barracuda for this season, because now barracudas attack higher. Later that they will attack lower. Cast hackers and gravity runners will be also a very good bait for them, so I won't be able to choose what fish I would like to target, but it is what it is. Let's see if I'm right.
As I mentioned earlier, the current flow is still quite slow, but even so, it's better to fish against it. I'm back to using my heavier gear and the 210 barra jerk, as the increased activity means lighter gear is no longer necessary. My expectations for an attack are focused on the point where the shallows meet the deeper waters.
Okay. Huh. Very close, huh? Yes. Come on. No more barracudas, no. No. We barracuda, catch it, I wanna release you. Picky. Wee! Seems that there are barracudas here, and I wanna try to avoid them. I wanna catch something better. So I'm going to use Gravity Runner 55 grams, the saddle brim color. There are lots of saddle brims in the area. Groupers love them, snappers love them also, so maybe I will be able to get some. Let's try.
I can spot a few wandering bogas. Hopefully, some predators are noticing them too. I let my lure sink close to the bottom without touching it. Then start retrieving from there, working my way up the slope. I'm retrieving my lure the same angle as the slope goes down. I'm like a running bait fish. I'm lethal.
Probably a snapper. Probably a snapper. Looks like a snapper because maybe a grouper, but it acted very snapper. It's a grouper. It's a grouper.
The presence of bait fish is a powerful tool to confuse the predatory fish.
Very interesting strike. Very interesting strike. It's crazy. Can you see the bait fish, guys? You see the bait fish? That's another good sign. And look, they are from the side that the currents are going. So they stay against the currents.
The moon is finally below the horizon. As the currents continue to slow, the bait fish rise closer to the surface. I'll cast above the school and let my lure sink once more near the bottom. The unmatched stability of my boat lets me step confidently on every corner, even along the extreme edges like here, without any unsettling movement. This allows me to fish from any angle I choose, feeling completely stable and secure. Then I'll begin my retrieve, guiding the lure below the school of baitfish.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Definitely another grouper. Yes. Ho ho ho! Yes! Look at this beautiful fish, guys. It went for the shuttle brim like crazy. Look at this beautiful fish, guys. Look at this beautiful fish. Oh, this is magic. And bring it up. Whoa. Woohoo! That's a big one. We have something to discuss now.
Beautiful fish. Simply beautiful. And it should stay beautiful.
It was a nice grouper, but I released. I have my barracudas and they are enough for tonight. So a bad day starts to be super interesting, guys. Super interesting. It's of course I found the lure to unlock the groupers, and also I had to quit barracudas. Sometimes you have to choose, and it's a roulette. You bet on something, and you have to keep aside the other available fish. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I mean, I could get today probably 20 barras, but I said no, I will focus on groupers. There is no signature that I will get, absolutely not. The conditions are not that good, but still the currents are helping me. So now I'm going to use my electric motor to take me this way with 0.1 miles per hour. So it will take me slowly there, and I will cast and search all the area. Let's see.
As the motor guides me slowly along the slope, I have the chance to search the area and, hopefully, find new schools of baitfish. This strategy is very effective for groupers, but it comes with a risk of snagging the bottom, as the depth can change unexpectedly along the way. From what I know, I'm entering the prime fishing window. I can assume that groupers will be out of their holes, likely hunting baitfish that are rising closer to the surface as time passes. With this in mind, I know I shouldn't worry if my lure passes super close to the bottom, as fish will normally move higher to strike it. Of course, working my lure higher comes with another risk.
Oh, ah, ah, what was that? Maybe a snapper? It was very high. Come on!
If you observed, I deliberately disrupted my cast to make sure it landed just behind the spot where I got the attack. I can assume there are some hunting fish in the area, and I need to get my lure in front of them as quickly as possible.
Yes! This is not a grouper, guys! This is a pelagic fish. It runs. Or a barra. Come on, it's a barra! It's a barra! No! Not on the saddle brim, you barra! Oh shit! Guys, all inside! All inside! All inside! I don't believe it, look! Ah, come on! Really not sure how to take this out now. It's... Come on, how? It was so fast and it literally gulped. Ah, don't bite me! Bastard fish! Yes! I guess this goes also for the grill. I was so sure that this was something else. It was not a grouper. And eventually it was a barracuda. It's my fate. Anyway, let's continue this terrible day. But sometimes you see a very bad day if you... Look guys, I won't lie to you. The good days with perfect conditions, perfect currents and perfect moon phase, it doesn't really matter what you do. Fish are active and they'll find you. But days that are like this, you should be very strategic. Do all the right moves and take all the right decisions. Otherwise, so an apple and an energy drink will give me some power to continue. So let's continue.
Barracudas can be very hard to catch when they are inactive, but when they do get active, they can be incredibly persistent. While many anglers believe barracudas are only active at night, that's not entirely true. This myth likely comes from anglers who fish in ports where barracudas enter at night to feed on the fish attracted by the lights. I used to believe the same back in the days. However, that doesn't mean barracudas are only active at night. They are active but only on specific moments during the day and only when the currents allow it. I've successfully caught barracudas during the day in Greece, Turkey, Italy and Montenegro.
Come on! Come on! Not again! Not again! Ah, come on! Again! Ah.
In Greece, many anglers still don't believe barracudas are active during the day and claim that barracudas are active through the day only on the spots that I'm fishing, which is funny because I fish all over Greece.
Can you see? It's in the gills. So this has absolutely no chance to survive. There is a seal hunting here with me. So I have a couple of things to do. Since the seal is here, the seal saw me that I'm also here and they really don't like people. Not sure why. I love seals. I would never eat one. But they don't like us. It's unfortunate because they are very, very lovely creatures. I love them. They are the puppies of the sea. However, fish don't like them either. And they really scare the fish. Two predators on the same reef thinking the same way. One is hunting directly the fish, the other one tries to fool them. But we both have the same goal: to catch fish. The seal to survive and me to have fun. Ironic. It doesn't sound right, right? But we should keep in mind that we are also predators. And we have to satisfy our inner hunger for hunt. However, I felt that I had some cramps on the finger. This finger, no, not this one. So that is the first sign of magnesium deficiency. I had one last night, but seems it's not enough. So I'm gonna have another one. With lots of water to replace the missing magnesium.
I'll move away from the seal and the school of barracudas. I don't have time to waste now, as the current flow has already started to increase. If the predictions are correct, a south wind will pick up later, which along with the strong currents could mark the end of today's fishing.
Guys, if you want to support me further, memberships are active on my channel. You can visit in the link here, check the different levels and choose if you want, of course, if someone suits for you. Thank you very, very much.
There is a large school of bogas on the surface, feeding on the planktonic life brought in by the slow current. When bogas feed, it's like raindrops hitting the sea surface. And when they are in a feeding frenzy, other predators take advantage of their limited awareness to feast on them. The moment I've been waiting for has just begun. Are you ready for what comes next? Keeping a discreet distance from the feeding school of bogas, I am casting close to it as it moves on the surface. I'm very sure that some predators are beneath.
Whoa! Ah! Ah! No! And that. Oh! Whoa! It should be a. Whoa! It should be a snapper, these guys. This must be a snapper. Pack. Yes! But this is the smaller. Come on! Come on! Come on! This is a snapper pack, and the one that attacked me was bigger. Come on! Whee! Let's see if there are other snappers down there. Very annoying.
The bogas are heading towards the top of the reef. The depth to the area that they are now is no more than 6 meters. No time to change my lure. I'll control the sinking time and retrieve in the shallows.
Yes! Yes! I got it now! Now I got it in the shallows! I knew it would be here! I knew it would be here! In the shallows! Come here, snapper! I knew it would be in the shallows! Yes! A beautiful fish! A beautiful fish, guys! Look! And not very well cooked! Oh. Don't even think of spitting. Whoa! Woohoo! Yes! Yes! Absolutely yes! Absolutely yes, guys! Absolutely.
Since I plan to release this fish, I will place it hooked in the water to gain strength. Meanwhile, I'll prepare my photo camera to take photos.
In the shallows! In the shallows! Yeah! Yeah! I told you guys, it was in the shallows. The fish are up on the shallows hunting. And I lost one and I got another one. It's insane, insane. Thank you for being with me, guys. Thank you for being with me, it's crazy.
Fish that are stressed through photo shooting, I always treat them with respect. I never throw them in the water.
Yes. Incredible fish, guys. Incredible fish.
The bait fish took a huge risk by moving so shallow to feed, and the predators seized the opportunity to push and herd them into the shallowest part of the reef. The depth there is no more than 2 meters. I'll switch to the lighter 37-gram gravity runner and cast behind the school of baitfish, bringing my lure from the super shallow zone. I can see the anxiety in the baitfish. An underwater war is unfolding in front of me, and I'm about to claim my share.
Another one!
That's a big snapper.
Another one! Probably a bigger one. Oh no! It spit me! And it spit me, guys! Oh, another one! Another one! And another one.
And that's even bigger.
And another one. And another one spit me. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
This incredible moment won't last long. The bait fish are desperately trying to escape to deeper waters. Although my time is limited, I need to change the lure color at least. Snappers are not stupid. Not stupid at all. Two of them already know what's happening. Did you know that different fish species can actually cooperate for a common cause? The fact that the bogas are being herded into the shallows is the result of teamwork among various predatory fish. These predators don't necessarily belong to the same species, but work together as a unified force.
That's a grouper.
Yes, snappers and groupers often hunt together. On very rare occasions, groupers will even leave the safety of the deep and venture into extremely shallow waters without rocks or hiding spots, just like today. But they won't stay here for long, only until they've had a good meal.
For one more time, the sea provides. If you are not greedy, it will give you back what you love and what you wish. If you are greedy, you might get some fish, but eventually you will always feel empty inside. Remember that, guys. So, I'm so happy.
The bait fish have started to disperse. It looks like the game is over here. I'll try one more cast, hoping that a hungry predator might have lingered behind.
Okay, maybe. Yes, I have another one. A grouper, another grouper. Come on. We don't need another grouper.
It seems the two lost snappers were more than enough to warn the others about the danger lurking on the surface. But no regrets. I'm still thrilled and excited.
Oh. Woo. Yes, another grouper. Oh, not very well hooked, but I got it. Whoa. Come on. Oh, yes, absolutely. Okay, and another one. So very fresh. You see? Oh, ready?
First, let's release this fish.
As you can see, the fish, it was feeding, and this is very fresh. It's not digested. So they are on the top of the reef hunting. This looks delicious. Let's try. Molto bene.
Unfortunately, the wind forecast was right, and the south wind has started to pick up. The currents are now at about 20% of their flow speed, and increasing as time goes by. The bait fish have managed to move deeper along the slope of the reef, where they'll stay to feed on the incoming planktonic food until the currents reach about 40% of their flow speed. After that, they'll move even deeper. The top of the reef is now deserted, as it usually is.
It seems that from the moment that the south become a bit stronger, as it's natural, fish disappeared. They don't like it here. They don't like it. But I will keep on trying, because sometimes you never know.
I might still have a chance to catch a few more fish, but I need to focus a bit deeper and stay close to the school of bait fish.
We can see the reef here, so I am guiding my motor to the desired place so I can use the wind to go like that.
After a brief inspection of the slope, I was able to pinpoint the exact position and depth of the baitfish school. Once again, I'll carefully choose my spot in the shallows to maintain stealth while still reaching the desired distance. I'll cast and let my lure sink to the right depth. The surface currents are becoming visible. My available time window soon will come to an end.
Okay.
The fish struck right in the middle of the casting distance, very close to the baitfish school. It feels like a small snapper. If it is a snapper, then I have good chance to catch another one, before the south wind ruins my fishing.
It's a snapper. Another snapper. Whoa! Cuckoo! Yes, it is. Ready, set, go.
Knowing that snappers are highly competitive when feeding, I'll cast quickly back to the same spot. My hopes are high for another strike. This might be my last chance to land a fish today, and possibly for the next days, as the south wind is forecasted to continue. I control the sinking of my lure by keeping my finger on the braid, allowing me to feel its descent. As the currents and wind strengthen, I let the lure touch the bottom. It's a risky move, but with the baitfish and predators moving deeper in the water column, I need to do the same to stay in range. I will allow my lure to sink again. I need to stay very low.
Yes, that feels like another snapper, but I will release the drags because I know that today they don't eat very good, so I will take it more I will play more defensively, and maybe I can take it. I will keep the tension on the fish but I will not press more. The days that they are attacking more, okay, you can press as much as you want, but days that they are not attacking very nice, you should play more relaxed. And yes, here it is. Beautiful fish. Beautiful fish. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't spit my... You see the baits that he spits? You see the baits that it spits? Of course. Oh, whoa, whoa, it's not, it's a big one. Oh yeah.
Another beautiful and impressive fish.
Big one. Ready? Wow. A snapper is a fighter, and for me, it's a personal favorite fish, guys. So I hope you can understand what I'm talking about. Insane. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Everything that I do now, all the excitement and happiness that I'm having now, it's because of you guys. I owe everything to you. I have to admit, I'm not a teacher, I'm not a god of fishing, I'm just an angler like you guys. And love, guys, love and peace. No envy, no jealous, just love. And everything will come awesome in your way, believe me. Okay, should I continue? Of course I will continue. I released the fish, so why not? Let's continue.
They say, hope dies last, but based on my experience with these current and wind conditions, I know there's almost no chance of catching another fish. Yet, my fishing instinct tells me to go against what I've learned. Unfortunately, history has proven me right far too many times.
So, no matter what I'll do, the reef is dead. Absolutely dead, and it's natural. Conditions are not okay. I got many strikes, of course that's another reason. And the bait fish also disappeared. The currents are strong. It's pointless to stay here. What I wanna do is to go and finish my day with the barracudas, where I started today. I don't know how the currents are going to be there, but worth a shot. And if they are not active, I really don't care. My day was more than full. So guys, let's make a last stop, and probably we can call it a day after that. What do you think?
The fishing activity ended the moment the currents and wind picked up. The barracudas have gone deeper, showing no interest in baitfish or lures. My day is done. If you enjoy this fishing style, make sure to join my Facebook group, link is above, and feel free to participate and share your own posts and topics. Thank you!
So, that's it for today. I did my best. I tried everything I could. And it's funny that we can see that on a day with the right moon, with a perfect moon, and the bad wind, the fish react something in between. I mean, if I had a good wind today, it would be a war. And it seems that it was a war, and I had enough fish. I don't complain, of course. But you saw that the fish were not 100%. No. But that's it. So that was also the best full moon of the year for this area, and I enjoyed it like crazy. I hope that next year it will do me the favor, and the day of the full moon it will have an appropriate wind, like a north or a northwest. Ooh. But still, I'm very happy. Guys, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something, or you found something that you can use in your fishing. Thank you very much for your support. I love you. See you soon. Bye bye.